classification of businesses. Okay, what does this mean actually? What are the stages of economic activity? I already told you, like suppose first of all there is a primary activity. Okay, then we have a secondary, and then we have tertiary. You got a point? Okay, these are the activities. Okay, so most of the things they take place like this. Okay, you got a point? Okay, the next thing is very important. Okay, in this one. Okay, that how you cater actually that why what kind of businesses, okay, act in a certain environment. You got a point? Okay, like what is an enterprise and entrepreneurship? Okay, enterprise obviously is a venture which entrepreneur will start. Okay, who's entrepreneur? He brings capital, everything, resources, and he sets up a business. This is entrepreneur. Okay, now first question is very very simple one. Okay, that what are the advantages of entrepreneur and being disadvantages? Okay, you can also imagine he's his own boss. Okay, he can make independent decisions, like he's not employee. You're getting my point? This is like the difference between employer and employee. So if the employer is there, it is his own business. He can do anything. You got the point, okay? If you are an employee, you have to obey the laws of the organization. I'm not saying it's bad, okay? But actually, we are talking about the entrepreneurship and entrepreneur. Okay, some is also the entrepreneur, like entrepreneurship. You got me. Nowadays, very much this thing has been taken into account nowadays. Okay, even children at school in the UAE also they are taught entrepreneurship. Okay, because if everybody looks for a job, actually, who will give jobs? Entrepreneurs. So if there are no setups of businesses, how you can imagine that one business will grow? Okay, got a point. So benefits are there. The disadvantages could be he takes risk, he needs capital, he has to bring capital. He will be wholly solely responsible for all the things. This is also burden. You got a point, okay? Like you when you set up, suppose I give you simple example. It's very simple topic. You don't have to. You work at a restaurant, okay? So you will get your salary end of the month. You got it? But keep it in mind, it's only the salary you're getting. And entrepreneurs actually horizons are beyond. Okay, like he might think that I will make from this restaurant a hotel. From hotel, I'll make a 3 star, 4 star, whatever. Okay, his horizons will be unlimited. Where an employee or this thing will be very limited. He will just come for salary. He will do 9 to 5 job and he will go home. Okay, where the entrepreneurship, he obviously he's taking risk also, but he is into many things also. You got a point, okay? Now, some entrepreneurs, that okay, Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, now who's this person? Elon Musk. Okay, this Tesla, I think, right? Okay, so these are the people who you can even imagine. Okay, these are the successful and what are their traits? Hardworking, risk taker, creative, optimistic. Okay, this is also a proven thing. When you look at some, even as a normal entrepreneur, who's running, you might feel that he or she would be having some intellectual skills. You got a point. Okay? They have something to. It takes them to be creative or risk taker. They will not be ordinary people. You got a point, okay? Because this is not a normal person job to take a risk and start an own business. You got a point. Enter yourself into the market. You got a point, okay? So it needs some guts actually. You have to display. You got a point, okay? Is it clear to you? Right, okay. Okay. Now, many governments around the world they support the business setups. Okay. Like suppose if I ask you here, just a normal question, what comes in your mind actually? Why a government would support a business setup? Why a government would support? To make people employed. Very good. To decrease or reduce unemployment, number one. Very good. And to decrease poverty. Yes, good. To grow the nation, country, increase the GDP. You got it? Because you see here, all the governments actually can't bring They have funds. I know, actually, I told you before also. They increase the funds through taxation. Okay, they have many revenue sources, but keep it in mind, it can't be done like, government can't give, jobs to everybody in the country. You're getting my point. This could be a harsh thing for them. So what it does actually, it gives the easy terms and conditions to the entrepreneurs in the country. Like, they might set up free zones. You see, Jabal Ali free zone. Why we say it free zone? What do you mean by free zone? Do you know? Free zone means there the taxation is less, okay, or no taxation. Many duties are not there. Like, suppose you, if you make it on the free land, okay, it's called free land economy also. Okay, you just make it a business setup there and you just run. You don't have to pay for every taxes. In Bangladesh, just now they have started. I think they are giving everything for 7 years free. For electricity, okay, they are giving free. The gas they are giving free. Okay, like China model, as you can also say. In China is also this happening in many states. Okay, they are giving this one. That's why the Chinese products, we usually the world is not able to compete with. Okay, because they are providing a, you take your this thing now, why they are giving you at a cheaper rate. Even if not giving cheaper rate, it's economy is not, just keep it in mind. um, Shiraz, it like, it's like a water flow. Okay, water always makes is this thing. Why? Because the phenomena behind it is very natural. Very natural, right? Okay. Why it's natural, let me tell you. You see, like, suppose if you are sitting in Brazil, okay, you would like to open a toy shop. You got a mind, okay? You will start looking at Alibaba.com or this and that.com, okay? You will find, okay, all Chinese products are cheaper. You got a point, okay? So whom you would love? Obviously, quality is also thing, but if you would like to provide these things at a normal price, what you will go for? You will say, okay, let me set up, okay, let me bring it from China. Good. Okay. Now I'm just giving examples. Suppose tomorrow another country, take any country, like I would say, take Kazakhstan or take Ukraine. Ukraine also starts making toys, and they are giving a better rate than China. Then whom you will order? You will put order to Ukraine. Ukrainian toys will be there everywhere. This China impact is, that's why is very much in. That day I was giving some example to this one also. Then in India, I watched this video on one of the Indian network also, that there was industry there in Kolhapur. Kolhapur. It's famous for the lock industry there in India. Okay. So many industries, they have been closed down there due to this Chinese invasion. Okay, because the one lock which they are providing, suppose for 30 rupees or 40 rupees, China locks are available for 5 locks for the same price. You go there also, na, day to day, you will see there. Okay, if you buy any lock, the other locks are also there. First of all, you will not find. Okay, look at the rationale behind it. Why people would not ask to import from there? Number one, because they are not cheaper. Don't take me in another meaning. Cheaper means here in price. Okay, they're not cheaper. They are costly. So they're not importing because they know nobody is going to buy. Number one. Okay, even if they import, okay, what would happen? Okay, it will be a slow movement. Okay, so why not? And the differential is very high. You got me? The difference is high. You got me? Because one, you are getting 10 dirham, okay, 5 logs for 2 dirham 1 log, and there you are getting 12 dirham 1 log. So which you will go with? Obviously cheaper, because you are just going to, suppose you are going to your own country, you just need locks to be put on bags. You know actually after this one they might be broken out or something like would happen to them. So you will not invest too much 12 dirham on each bag. You would say, let me buy 5 locks. It happened with me also. I had to weight my bag actually. I was looking for here and there that where should I go. Then suddenly I went to this one of shop. I found this wet baggage machine, way bagging machine. Okay, I did it. I purchased. I still remember it was 7 dirham or something. It's still with me. You got it? Because how many we are not doing this on daily basis. Not daily I'm weighing or something. It's used seldom. If I have somebody will at home, then he would ask me that, okay, I need a weight package machine. So these things, you take the cutlery also now. You take the water set. Is it still, because when I go to this, I usually observe this thing. The water set, I bought it for 10 dirham only. Okay, it was unexpected. You can't even imagine it. I still remember it was a time that these water sets were available for 89 dirham, okay, 99 dirham, something like that. Okay, a huge price was there. Why it has gone to 10 dirham? Economies of scale. What is economy of scale? Can you tell me? Sorry, I'm asking you just to, so that you polish your these things. Economy of scale, like country's economy grows like. No. Okay. YouTube, I'm YouTube or Google. Okay, I'm just joking. Okay, listen. Economies of scale is okay because these things are all connected with each other. So you should understand the concepts because this is the same thing would be used in your economics as well. I think I discussed before, and anyhow, economy of scale is something. Suppose I bring one thing. Suppose I'm making, let's take example of this glasses also, water glasses. Okay, suppose I bring a machine. Okay, and I purchase this, suppose for $1000. Okay, suppose other thing remain the constant, like don't change the other things. Suppose other things are constant, my first class cost will be 1000 dirham because of first class. 1000 dirham machine, and suppose other thing you remove it right now. So first class cost will be 500. Second class cost would be 500 because 1000 divided by 2. Fourth class cost will be 250. Now you see there the price start getting, okay, you lower. Why? Because I'm producing. Now when I reach out to 1000 glasses, the cost will be 1 dirham only. Okay. When I make it 2000, the cost will be 0.50. Listen me very carefully. Okay. When I make it 3000 glasses, the cost will be much lower. And a time will come where cost will go to zero point zero 0.02. But keep it in mind, the machines have a limit. It's not like that it keep on producing. They have a lifetime thing is there. They have a warranty. You got it? But a time will come where I will be producing at a number which nobody else could compete with me. You got a point, okay? I will try to reach out that one. That is what is China is doing. They have got to the economies of scale. Okay. Now, economy. Please keep it in mind. Okay, this is a little crude. This topic. Economy scale come when I have orders. You got a point. Okay. Why I will be making? Am I a fool that I will be making these glasses just for nothing? No. You got a point. Okay. I am making these glasses because they are to be sold out in the market. You got a point. I have orders from Brazil, from Japan, from India, from Bangladesh, from this country, from Iran, from Europe, blah blah blah. Many countries. That's why I'm doing. I'm making the economies of scale. Economies of scale. I will try to produce to a limit where I could sell more and make more profits because my cost has gone down. You are getting my point. Okay. If you are making or anyone else is making, they would not make that figure because they don't have orders. You got me? They will make to a certain limit. Their profits could not be high as compared to me. Why? Because I'm making. That's why you see the there are some Chinese telephones are there, mobile phones. Okay, I saw this near Lulu also. This was only for 70 dirham. This one, what you can say, this smartphone. Okay, what if you take 70 dirham phone also and it works for you 1 year? So 1 year, what is the cost? You just drop now. Now you do your own economy of scale. 70 dirham divided by 12, how much it comes? I think less than 10 dirham. Okay, less than 10 dirham. So less than 10 dirham, you are having smartphone. What else do you need? You got a point, okay? So how they are able to do it? Because the company that would be making the chips, maybe I'm just giving an example, maybe for Oppo, maybe for what other phones are there? These kind of phones actually which are coming from China, Oppo, and but they are branded one. Okay, they might feel that they have now, okay, available slots to make their own phones. So they made, like, their phone was there. You might have seen also B phone, B. Okay, it was a button phone. Okay, B. It was normal phone for just 20-25 dirham. So suppose if I have come to UAE and I have to spend 2 days, I forgot my phone and I have to buy a new SIM, and I will buy this 20 dirham phone. Finish, khalas. It has also a light there and it's good in this one. And it's a new phone. You got a mind, okay? It's a 20 dirham phone. It would make me a market. Who would not love to buy that phone? You are getting my point. So this is called economies of scale. You got a point, okay? All the government, that's why support, that's coming back to our point, support their entrepreneurs and entrepreneurships in the country to increase all these things, because this would increase your GDP, unemployment, reduce the unemployment, reduce the inflation, because inflation goes high when the poverty is more. You got a mind, okay? So because no growth is there, they can grow further, they can make more ventures, okay? So likewise, these things are there. Is that clear to you? You got it? Can you give me an example from your own knowledge where you could have observed this kind of entrepreneurs, or where the government could have supported them? Can you recall anything? Which government has supported? Anything which whatever you know from your own information or knowledge. I think I don't see anyone like that, sir. Which government has supported? Okay, like you see here, now, like anything could be there. Now you see here, in if you go to China, I'm just talking about, but if you look at some other sectors also, you got to find, okay, the government do support them. Like you see the Koreans, okay, they have these cars now. It was a time there nobody would like to buy a Korean car. Now they have every third car is reported here in UAE is a Korean car. Kia, Hyundai, you got. I'm not saying that as good as number in as per Toyota or Nissan, but still their existence is there. Okay, because their government, Korean government, might have given good this thing to this motor vehicle companies. Okay, now they are all over the world. You look at some Canadian videos also. Kia is there. Okay, Hyundai is there. In Europe, they are there. They are giving tough time to now Toyota and these companies also. Okay, and these try to understand this one. Okay, what is the what? Why do government is support? You got, like, business nowadays is like kind of a war. It's like kind of a war. Okay, nobody is going to give you even a single dollar if you don't compete with them. Okay, it is their obligation to give them, because you are taking market share. First, suppose I give you an example. Suppose Toyota was selling. I'm just giving you an example. Suppose Toyota were selling before 80,000 cars per year in UAE. 80,000 cars per UAE. When these companies would have popped up, okay, what would have happened? Okay, they would have started getting their own share. Okay, like suppose 5% went to Kia, 10% went to Hyundai. Okay, another company came up, they took 15%. Now their market share, their number would go to maybe 60,000. So they lost 20,000, because 20,000, these companies came. Now, suppose one company, Hyundai, is there, they start getting more margin, more share. So, Toyota share will again be reduced. It will go further down, down, down. You got it. So, previously, it was whose market it was? It was kind of a monopoly. It's not a monopoly. I'm just giving an example. Car market is not a monopoly. Okay, except few things, few areas are there. Like suppose if you take Jaguar. Okay, Jaguar is a car actually which is purchased by a number of only a limited number of people. Limited segment is there. Okay, like Ferrari. Ferrari is nobody else is taking Ferrari. Na? You see everybody is taking. No, Ferrari is taken by a few. Like you are a young person, you might take Ferrari tomorrow. You got a mind, okay? Like maybe any other guy is crazy about car, he would buy Ferrari, but not this one. Take Harley Davidson motorbike also. Okay. Do you see this Talabak people on Harley Davidson or what? No. They are usually normal running Honda. Okay. Honda, some bikes, they are there because they need for business purpose. They don't need. But Harley Davidson, they have a specific segment in the market. Okay. They have a specialized community who would go for Harley Davidson. You got it? That I want to buy Harley Davidson. First of all, you should have money. Number one, obviously you should have a liking for, because still, you would not buy for the. You maybe you would go for car. Car is more secured. I'll take my family with me. This one is much better. But Harley Davidson is just like craze, you kind of a thing. You got what I mean? So that's why some brands are there, but mostly it is not the case. You got what I mean? Okay. So they make it for masses. Okay. Where economies of scale. Now you understood this concept, right? Okay. Economy scales come in. Okay, because there you will be able to sell more to a greater audience. Okay, so keep it in mind. Okay. Any question? No? So, what businesses need to start up? You got a mind, okay? First of all, if I ask you if you want to start a business, what you would need at the beginning? What you would need at the beginning? Like what I would need? Yes. If you want to start a business, what you would need at the first? Capital. Okay. Why capital? There is no such thing before that. There is, I think, if you have capital, after that you can think of start something. Before even that, the capital question is based on your idea. What you would like to start. You got a point, okay? Idea should be there, no? Then you will run for capital. Like if I'm starting a motor vehicle company, manufacturing, it needs huge amount. But if I would like to start a hotel like Karachi Darbar, would it need the same capital? No, maybe 1/20th part of that concern. Even less than that. Why? Because it does not require that capital. Then I will run for finance, capital. You got a point, okay? I need, this bring in same labor of capital, labor of production, premises, land. I need land actually, labor. I need labor also. Further, what I do, I will do a research based on the market research. It's called market research, okay? I will see whether this product is required in the market or not. Whether it's there, whether I have to go for it or not. You got a point, okay? And there you try to capture something. I will give you a simple example here. Suppose if you would like to, suppose I'm going to launch a mouthwash. You got a minute. Suppose I'm a company, okay, is a new into this one, and I hunt down this one idea that okay, let's start dental hygiene products. You got a minute, okay. I would go and search, okay, so many mouthwash are already available. Okay, like Colgate is there, okay, Pepsodent is there, okay, Crest is there, this one is there, that one, okay. So, do you think I should launch another one? Yes or no? No. Okay, but I say no. I have to enter in this market. Just I gave you an example. In the car market, what did you say? No, Toyota is there. Should I launch a car? No. But Kia is now there. You got it. They took their market share. So if I'm afraid, I will just sit that okay, competition is there. I will never be able to make my own market. You have to hunt down the competition. You have to challenge the competition. You got a point, okay? Otherwise, you will not be able. If you just keep aside, okay. Maybe tomorrow you come up with something. Look, I tell you very simple example from the media industry. There was a time, there was a time when BBC was conquering. BBC had no competitor. Suddenly, CNN came. Okay, CNN came and people started watching CNN. They thought they are faster. They are like a Jaguar car. Okay, like BBC was a very limited. I'm not saying sorry limited. BBC was like that, giving very articulated news. Okay, that required the news on the hour and this and this. Okay, CNN came. They started, flashing the news. Okay, they started the sticker thing, on the this one CNN. They started the sticker thing. I'm talking about 1990s. Okay, when me and my brother used to watch all the CNN because we saw that this is something changed. Media and news were flashing on the screen. Suddenly, breaking news is developing. Chinese Prime Minister has gone to Ukraine and blah blah blah. This one, and suddenly another news. that's why all our media, they have taken these things from CNN. Okay, okay, CNN came, BBC came, then people said enough. Suddenly Al Jazeera came. Al Jazeera. Okay, everybody switching to Al Jazeera. They took the whole team of the prime team of the cream, you can say, from BBC and CNN. They took to Al Jazeera network. You can see there the many anchors and hosts. They are from these networks, from BBC or CNN. Suddenly they went up. Okay, now Al Jazeera is the media. People quote them Al Jazeera news. They said this one. Previously, nobody knew Al Jazeera. It was Arabic network. Okay, they started this thing in English channel, and where they are now. Okay, so you can't say no. I will not produce another this mouthwash because Pepsodent is there, Crest is there, and this one is there. No, you have to launch your own one. Maybe you come up with an idea, but keep it in mind that one thing is there you have to bring in is called USP, unique selling proposition. What is USP? Not USB, okay? USP, P, unique selling proposition. What is unique selling proposition? Why my mouthwash would be different from the others? What I will create more, how I will differentiate my product. Okay, maybe you come up with a crystal clear bottle, not plastic bottle. You are coming up with a glass bottle. Maybe you are making it some extra thing. Maybe you are giving a free cup for the engagement. Okay, something could be there. Maybe you come up with sugar free. Maybe you come up with something could be there. Eh? Sorry? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay, so it could be something you got a point. So usme aap you will create like this, and but you have to be in the market. So with the like tomorrow you might also become an entrepreneur. I'm just giving an example. Okay, you are mashallah very vigilant person. Okay, okay, so you might come up with something, but you don't stay away that there's a competition. You have to challenge it. I gave you a live example right now. Tomorrow you also don't know, because sometimes competition. You see now, a few years ago, this I give you this example, Tesla. Okay, how did Tesla make that? Because they came with new ideas. You got a minute. They came up there. Now they have their own segment, and they are happy with that. They are not competing with any other car. Other cars, they are looking at Tesla like this. You got a minute. Where did it come from? Previously, nobody could have thought it. Actually, what I personally believe is maybe it could have come from Toyota. Then we might have accepted. Yes, Toyota has an expertise in the automobile industry. So yes, it would make sense that they have come with this idea. But it came from a new company, Tesla. Okay, now it is taken as a status symbol. I have Tesla. Previously, what you people used to say, I have Mercedes. Now Mercedes is available for 2,500 dirhams. Okay, old vehicle. Okay, Mercedes. When no people, frankly, I'm